How can I make turbo noises without a turbo? Hey guys, my name is Alex, starting another video here on the channel. And I know you've already wondered, how can I make my car make a turbo sound without an actual turbo? First of all, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Leave a like and comment anything below to help with engagement because YouTube isn't promoting our videos for all subscribers. So if you want to really help this channel here, if you're enjoying the information I'm sharing, comment anything below, just hit the keyboard, right, man, anything goes to, for YouTube to understand that we're making some cool videos for you, right? I know that you, who is probably just starting to work on your car now or who knows a bit more now, have already wondered, how do I make my car hiss without having a turbo? I also asked myself that at the beginning, how was I going to do something like that? And first of all, we need to understand how the system that makes the turbo car hiss works. Why does the turbo car hiss? First, we will understand the parts of the system, and then we will understand the pieces. The first part of the system, which is the most important in a turbo car, it's the turbocharger. It will be spinning with the exhaust gases, creating positive pressure into the car's engine. More than atmospheric pressure, right? Positive pressure will be entering into the car. With the accelerator, you will let this pressure in or not enter inside the engine of your car. When you have your foot fully pressed on the accelerator, the pressure is going entirely into the car's engine. When you take your foot off the accelerator and the throttle body closes, this pressure needs to go somewhere. It will get trapped in those tubes after the turbine's pressurization, and it will have nowhere to go. And then a very important component in a car comes into play. The turbo, which is the blow-off valve. The blow-off valve or relief valve, call it whatever you want, is a valve that basically has a spring and a valve. That's why there's a blow-off valve. When you take your foot off the accelerator and this pressure generated by the turbine has nowhere to go, it has to escape somewhere. So it pushes the spring of the blow-off valve, and then you hear the sound that we like so much. Okay, we understand why the turbo car hisses. There's also a way for the car to hiss without this blow-off valve. This is very trendy, especially in Japanese cars, and I think you've already looked this up on YouTube. If you like cars, you know what I'm talking about. It's the turbo flutter. When you set up a turbo system on the engine, without installing this relief valve, the positive pressure that the turbine will be generating won't have anywhere to go and ends up coming out through here, see? Through the turbine rotor. This reverse flow inside the system makes a sound, man, that's incredible. A really cool sound. I am working on a project that will have turbo flutter and you will get to hear how it sounds. It's the characteristic sound of the Supra engine, right? Everyone who thinks of Supra thinks of that sound. But then you might think, man, won't this pressure that's going back to the turbine end up damaging it? Won't it make it last less? That will be the topic for the next video I'm going to record for you all. So don't miss this video. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss it. I know you haven't subscribed yet. Click here to subscribe. Activate the bell to receive all notifications when I post a video here on this channel so you don't miss anything. The next video will be, man, insane. I'm making a series there assembling an AP cylinder head, teaching you how to assemble a cylinder head, how to install a cylinder head in a car, replace the cylinder head gasket. So I'll record this series teaching how to do all that, installing the cylinder head gasket, torquing a cylinder head, assembling the car's cylinder head. So I think it's really worth subscribing to this channel and hitting the bell to make sure you get the videos from this series, all right? If I install this blow-off valve in my car, will it hiss? It depends. If your car already has a factory turbo, it will already come with this valve. However, this valve will recycle the gases and create a system that reuses This air that comes out will be reused back into the engine, which is why we don't hear in an original car that sound, right? That nice turbo hiss. So it will just take installing this blow-off valve in my car, this relief valve, that it will hiss. My car is original, I don't have the turbo. Is it just putting that valve there that it will hiss? So let's go back to that system we had imagined here. In a naturally aspirated car, there is nothing to push the air inside it. There is a turbine, there is no supercharger there to boost your car so you won't have positive pressure going into the engine. What happens in a naturally aspirated car? It pulls air into the engine so the pressure inside the engine is the same as outside the engine, in the atmosphere, as people say. The naturally aspirated engine works with a vacuum, so when you detonate, the entire pedal of your car, when you accelerate and fully open the throttle, you will eliminate this vacuum and have atmospheric pressure inside the engine. The pressure difference will be zero. When you release the accelerator pedal, close the car's throttle, the outside pressure will remain the same, there will be nothing. There is nothing that will push air into it. There is no turbine, no supercharger that will be pushing air, positive pressure into your car's engine. The name already says it, it's a naturally aspirated engine. It will draw air into the engine. So when you step on the throttle body and accelerate and it closes, nothing will happen. So if you put that valve, it will make absolutely no difference to your car. But then what do I do to make my car, which doesn't have a turbine, make that sound? You have an option, which is the virtual turbo, which people sell on eBay, which is nothing more than a speaker you put inside your car's engine bay, a speaker. And the meter, that's placed inside the car's compartment with a little button that's activated with the accelerator pedal. Personally, I don't think that's cool, brother. It's the drive, but some people like it. I like the real noise, generating power inside the engine, but there are those who like it. Those who want this decoration inside the car. We're going to put it in, all right? Here we go. Oh! Again. Yeah. There is a channel from some foreigners that I saw where they put, I think, a compressor inside the car. Right, an electric compressor, so that whenever they accelerate, this compressor spits on the blow-off valve and makes the sound. We're using a heap of leftover parts from other projects. Intercooler piping, an old car battery, pneumatic solenoids, tire inflators, clamps, and heater hose make up our contraption. Aside from that, you don't have an option like that to put on a naturally aspirated car and make it start hissing. This virtual turbo won't generate any power, won't increase horsepower in your car, won't change your engine at all. It's just a little noise you add. It's the same as taking a MP3 sound on your cell phone, always playing at maximum volume whenever you release the accelerator pedal, will not change your car at all. There are those turbines that people are selling on AliExpress, on eBay, for you to put in the car's intake as if it were a little fan. That doesn't make any difference either. I wouldn't put it in my car because if one of those propellers breaks inside the engine, it causes damage you can't imagine. It's cheaper to install a turbocharger than to have the engine fixed because of a turbo like that will generate power. A cool option for you if you want to modify your car is to work on the rear muffler. I think it will bring more credibility to you than putting a virtual turbo in the engine bay. You'll get a sportier sound, at least you're being honest. The car's sound, right? There are people who also put that, like a little tip which is sold on eBay. Also that they say it's turbo noise, but it's nothing more than a whistle you put at the end of the car's muffler. That also won't bring any gain, and it's something I find very ugly too. Because it's a little whistle you put on the car's muffler, and I don't think it looks very good. Well, that was today's video. I hope you liked it. I come here every other day to bring you videos, so give some support, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and the day after tomorrow there will be more videos. I'll teach you how to assemble a cylinder head for those who have never done it. I'm recording the series on assembling a cylinder head from the AP engine. This series is going to be really cool. And that's it. I'm going to wrap it up here. Thanks. Bye. I'm out.